We're talking tonight. We were talking before we went live, getting set up, and I think that it's worth maybe jumping into this conversation. I know I've gotten messages, you've gotten messages, all of us have, just about the nature of this relationship. I know we did, maybe the first episode, I think, was about friends and the importance of friendship, but I think that an element that we did not cover there that has to be addressed is the importance of security. Mm-hmm. Security in the context of self-awareness, self-assurance, and being okay with you. Yep. Because this does not happen in an atmosphere of insecurity. What are your thoughts on that? How do we frame this? Because so many preachers, ministers, pastors, apostles, whatever, Sunday school teachers are watching, and there's an unhealthy competition that's going on. And I think that what stands out about this in part is everybody's doing their own thing to the glory of God, but there's no measuring up comparison. Or no comparison.
Yeah. It's all celebration.
It's no convention talk. Doc,
and it's not just celebration. We talked about this in the last show. Beyond celebration, there's a sense of reality and truth. So, I think I want to be careful with even just saying it's only celebration, because then after a while that can become very phony.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And I think that we will be surprised how many extremely gifted, highly anointed, powerful people who are also successful, who are insecure.
Yeah, man.
And I think we need to, and I think that we also need to address the fact that even within us, there's seasons. Let me say us. I'm gonna say for me, there's seasons or moments of insecurity where I have to bring myself back to awareness of my call, my assignment, and so I think that that's a very, very, very strong subject that we have to open up and help the preacher, because Mondays for most preachers are the most depressed day of the week.
Yep, that's part of why we do this. Yeah, quite honestly, on Mondays. Yeah, because we need an escape sometimes.
Yeah, and I think that it's okay to. I think it's okay to be honest with yourself and know that I do have moments of insecurity. It's only dangerous when we don't overcome that moment of insecurity and we wallow in that because we don't take a moment to refocus ourselves on our own assignment.
You know what I think, though? I think sometimes what causes it is we spend too much time investigating what everybody else is doing. And that's where the comparison comes in. And one of my favorite songwriters, Jonathan McReynolds, he penned it best when he said, comparison kills. Because I become so focused on, what your win is or what's going on in your world. And before you know it, you move to envy, and you move from envy sometimes to jealousy. I think the key is in accepting what is your grace and spending some time focusing on that. Yeah. But when we don't focus on our grace and we start desiring what others have, we fall into that rabbit hole of, what's the word you used a second ago? We fall
competition.
Competition.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think is that a statement? Comparison kills identity, or something.
I think comparison kills contentment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than anything, because
peace.
I preached a few weeks ago about the children of Israel going into Canaan, and the 12 spies, 10 have a negative report. What stands out the most to me is they come back and say, we were as grasshoppers in our eyes, and so we were in theirs. In other words, they were saying we're significantly smaller than them, but again, small is relative. Yeah. It only exists in a context of comparison. Yeah. I know of people that have been completely happy with their car until Jacobs pulls up in his car. Oh my God, now I don't even like my car no more. I was fine with mine. Well, I actually, you know what? Thank you, kind spirit. I wasn't fine with mine because somebody hit it.
Oh my gosh!
Not long ago,
Spirit reminded you of that.
Wow! The Holy
kind spirit, though.
Wow!
That needs to be addressed.
There needs to be some healing.
I'm still mad about it.
Some mending.
But back to the example, though. How many people are fine with theirs?
Yeah.
Until they see someone else with theirs, and now I suddenly don't like. My house was great until I go to Green's house and say, "Oh my God, he's got How many bedrooms is this?
So question.
Yeah, I like
What
I like what
helps?
John. Oh no, go ahead.
Sorry, no, you go ahead.
I will. I like what John.
Spirit is bad.
I like what John said when he was adamant about decreasing, so Jesus could increase. And I think you got to be pretty secure in you, and see the value in the relationship coming.
But
that you would want to decrease.
And I'm sorry for getting ready to cut you off.
Thank you,
I've
Vivian.
been
Help
rebuked
him.
about that.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
He yelled at us good that day.
Let me
He
finish.
yelled at us good that day.
Let me say, that same John that made that declaration, I must decrease so he can increase, is also the same John that questioned the existence of Jesus.
He couldn't hold on to it.
when Jesus left him in that prison.
Are you the one?
Or is he the one, or should I look for another?
So he's a great case study.
Oh my gosh.
About how pressure makes him recant being okay in that quality circle.
Yeah, because
pressure makes you question what you know to be true.
Yeah.
What? Think about the question: are you the one, or should we look for another? If anybody knew who Jesus was,
his cousin.
It's his cousin John. We've been connected since the literal womb.
Yeah, and
I didn't even activate. I didn't even move until I came into contact.
Yeah.
I know who you are, and I've been knowing who you are. But that lack of clarity will cause you.
You know
question.
why the lack of clarity is because he had an expectation that was not fulfilled.
He had an unmet expectation.
Because what John is thinking is, if you are him,
surely you're gonna get me out.
why am I here?
So then it moves from pressure will cause you to recant. That prison will cause you to do that. The lack of options, the lack of movement. Why am I stuck and you're free?
The lack of fulfillment.
The lack of fulfillment.
It's like saying, now I've done all these things. I decreased so you can increase. I honored you. I baptized you as you wanted me to. I made sure that I put you where you're supposed to be. But why am I still in this prison?
So this is why people can get upset with you, and you've done nothing to them.
Absolutely.
But
get upset or get insecure. Mm-hmm. Because the question then becomes...
Well, them being upset stems from the insecurity.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say the insecurity stems from, it makes them upset or angry.
Yeah, you said the same thing I said in a different way.
Right, I'm saying it the opposite. What
the insecurity shows up because why am I the only one being punished?
And that's what I'm saying, and which turns into anger. So it's like, because look at it. So many Mondays are bad for preachers because preachers get on social media.
No,
and
that's true.
They'll see,
that's true.
How in the world did Mark have 3,000 people join his church on Sunday?
Because it was 3,000.
And I didn't have one. Mm-hmm. And I worked hard on my sermon. I preached hard. We went evangelizing. You understand? Mm-hmm. And so to get in that place, you're now comparing, now you're insecure, now you're angry. And I believe to be angry with Mark is displaced anger.
Absolutely.
Right. Because it's really angry with God.
It's really angry with God.
Because in most cases, you haven't had a conversation with Mark.
Right.
That's right.
You don't know Mark. Mark is a metaphor at this point.
Yeah.
For what you're secretly angry about in your reality.
In your reality.
The silent argument is, Lord, why do you keep doing stuff for him?
Yep.
And I thought we were friends.
Or the argument is, why didn't you wire me that way?
Yeah. Oh,
Why didn't you give me that foresight?
I want to lean over and get sanitizer too.
Yeah.
But you know what? A lady said in the comments something. I had said something online. She said, "Oh, that's right, just like Pastor Mark." I said, "Oh no, you won't, lady, because if I say it, it ain't gonna sound like Pastor Mark. You ain't finna get me embarrassed, and I'm out."
Did you say that?
I did. I said, "No, didn't I?" I said, "There is one Mark more. He's one of a kind. I can't say joy like him. But joy."
Right.
Joy.
You're right there.
No,
but that's,
you're right.
I reached my limit. No, that's. I know we don't.
It's dangerous now.
I love it. Joy.
And I'm on the edge of my seat, and here I am practicing in the shower.
It's a build up.
It is.
It's dope. I like it.